This was a young lady who wanted to partake in Ghana's Most Beautiful. But her dad was so much against it that he had his own misperception about beauty pageants being for slay queen. It wasn't easy because he couldn't watch her daughter end up becoming a slay queen. No. So later on, he found out that his daughter's pictures, in fact, distant pictures, were all over social media partaking in Ghana's Most Beautiful audition. Then he became angry. And he said to her daughter, Kai, sweetie, manshulukumo, you better go and delete those pictures and change your mind because I'm not going to support you. But her daughter, knowing what she wanted, she confided in her mom. And her mom gave her that blessing and support. Then she said to herself, sweetie, do not relent. There is still hope. She went ahead to write her dad an emotional letter. This letter really got to her dad. She had goosebumps all over her body after reading her dad's reply. The letter said, my dear, I have gone to research about Ghana's Most Beautiful, and I have realized it is not what I thought it was, but rather promoting culture, decency, and originality. He said, my daughter, go. Go and make me proud and the whole of your region proud. I am fully in support. TV3 has convinced me. This is me, and that was my story. So far in the competition and on this very stage, I have learned and unlearned. I have sung the good. I have projected my people's culture to my very best ability. So don't be surprised when you see me today standing here with so much confidence to project my people's culture. All thanks to TV3. Thank you, our noble judges, for not saying, Kai Hariya, Animan Shulikomo. I am grateful. I am the third child of 10 children, and I have learned how to coexist with people peacefully and take responsibilities. So I got to realize that most women and girl child do not acquire quality education. So I thought of it. Hariya, what can you do to help these people? That is why I thought of this GMB Empowering platform, to come and be empowered so I'll be able to go back to empower these people. Being the first representative to represent my people so far in Ghana's Most Beautiful semi-finals, I have achieved a lot, but that is not all. I want you all to support me so that I'll be the first person to win the crown. I have promised my people. I can't just leave. What am I going to show them? I want to prove the whole world that I can do better. Please support me. Help me. Vote for Hariya. Minchande. Minchimuto. Mimpimakashir. I am not ending this. I want you all to support me and lead me to the finale. Thank you. Asante Kushu.
Okay. So she got most of us emotional. I will go to Chibadi for your final comments on this one.
Hariya. The first thing I would like to say is, if I was standing next to you, I'll give you a hug. You know, I'm the hugging person. But what I want to say is, I just want to say something. I just want to say thank you for listening to us in the first half and coming back stronger. I give you A for effort, because you could have chosen to give up after that, but you didn't. And that resilience is something that you should hold very dear. You're a young person with great dreams. I have watched you through this competition, and I have fought you about your inconsistencies, but I realize you're a great learner. So well done. I want to say thank you. And I say this to you from the bottom of my heart, Hariya. No matter what has happened tonight, you have made your region, your family, your university, and you have made us proud. Don't give up. Don't give up. And you have showed that tonight. Keep your head up. Keep going. You have done your very best. Know that. And I would quote Janet here always, you are enough.
Michiao, Major Sawanjima Henwa, permit me to share with you my journey. As an ardent viewer of Ghana's most beautiful, I always wondered what made these young ladies the most beautiful in Ghana. Well, every season I watched presented a new discovery, making it very clear that beauty is indeed intelligence. As a young journalist, I always had chills whenever I had to stand in front of the camera. This was because of an intuition that I had that I would always make a mistake during my presentation. Well, the year 2022 presented itself with an opportunity for me to justify my inclusion. Well, I am here, and some of the performances are Shada! No, Dumelara. This means good evening, ladies and gentlemen in Setswana, the official language of the people of Botswana. All of this happened on this very platform. If not for anything, I must confess that this Asidwa here is a new version of the Asidwa you saw a few weeks ago, because I have unlearned, and evolved into a more mature young woman. As a queen, I believe that people deserve better in life. So no other person should undermine another, irrespective of the background they are coming from. Well, I believe that my people are very supportive because of the love they've shown me during my deba. That is why I have availed myself to help the less privileged children in my society. This is an agenda that needs to be pushed, with or without the crown. So a spot in the finale is very needed, as a lot of lives will be changed. Ghana man, if in man tomofo, impenium for asembia wakade, kasampa, neka, oyetia, ne dominanti, masahom, mehia wanam paibo, wana sunsum, wana do, the one fan's the meche, waken simu. All I have asked you is for your prayers, your support through money, that you will back me for this journey to be a success. Want to about ma esidwa with a short code that is *713*13# on all networks, or you can download the TV3 reality app on Apple App Store or Google Play Store. I would want to see myself at the finale. I hope you want to see me there too. Madam Humasi.
She's from the Central Region, and her name is Sierua, registering her inclusion to the grand finale in a few weeks. And I'll come to you, Janet, for your impressions on this very presentation by Sierua.
There are two Janets here. Me or excellent.
Not Grace. You, Janet, the original two. One of the original two.
Asiedwa, I have loved your journey. And there's one thing you said tonight that touched me emotionally, and that is the fact that you acknowledge that you're doing this not for yourself, but for your community. And that is lacking in our society. There is too much selfishness. It takes a very confident person, a very empathetic person to be selfless, and you've just demonstrated that. Kudos to you, my dear.
Round of applause for Sierua.
Ghana's beauty, Africa's pride. The GMB stage has taught me that the beauty of an African woman lies not just in her face, but in the impact she's able to make in her society. I have been embodying. Years ago, I started a reading club out of my home to encourage the young children in my community that they don't need to fear reading, but they need to love it. Now, the success of my reading club was seen by several organizations who donated books to us, and we have also been able to donate some of these books to the Akpafu Odomi EP school in the Oti region of Ghana. As a veterinary medical student, I embarked on the Happy Animals Initiative, a social media campaign to educate pet parents and give them awareness on correct pet management practices. Using this GMB stage, I plan to use this immense platform to advocate for rabies eradication after the competition is over. You've seen me perform these past few weeks, and I've shown you my resilience, I've shown you my passion are one of me. Now, thank you all so much for continuing to cheer me on during this competition. And I'd like to thank my honorable judges for awarding me 2 awards in one night on 2 different nights. an honor that hasn't been bestowed on any of the other contestants. Ladies and gentlemen, if you would like to see Aiko in the finals, kindly pick up your phones and vote now. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Aiko. And that presentation was on why she deserves a spot in the grand finale. G-Body, what are your thoughts?
You know, some guy said something here that was funny. I'm a communications coach, so I do this coming from a particular place. One of the most difficult things to do, okay, is to come back from a stutter or a stumble. Most people pause. I have watched you throughout this competition. Not only have you come back over and over and over again, but you've shown that you are a young leader. Whatever comes out of this competition, Aiko, I have said it and I'll say it over and over again. Don't let it end here. You are gold to the world. You have what it takes, and congratulations ahead of time.
The many things she wanted to do, I was that girl. Sometime in 2010, I sat to watch Ghana's Most Beautiful with my mother. Queen Alma from the Eastern region caught my attention with her beautiful dark skin, intellect, and the confidence she exuded in her delivery. That was the magic I had been waiting for, because I found the perfect role model to emulate. I found my voice, and when I did, there was no turning back. Today, I stand on the same stage I drew inspiration from many years ago to show the world that in the chest of a woman, in Amweni's chest, lies not just the extension of the breast and a feeble heart, but a burning desire to give hope to the young girl to believe in the possibility of her dreams. With 4 awards out of 12 nominations, the highest of the season, my heart melts when Auntie Janet calls me Miss Eloquence, because I moved from the girl who had no voice to Amweni of GMB, who is championing the STEM agenda. I want to use this platform to equip students with STEM skills to prepare them for the future, because the future is science. My personality reflects in my demeanor, poise, and confidence. No, I am not Einstein, but I have intelligence, and I am abreast with current issues of the world. I describe myself as a powerful woman with a heat-resistant and storm-bracing caliber. There is nothing I cannot handle, because I have soft skills. I am emotionally intelligent, the only principle that defeats Newton's third law of motion, that action and reaction are equal but opposite. This is why the other ladies refer to me as the peacemaker, the lawyer of the house. I have empathy. By exposure, I learned through curiosity. They say that curiosity killed the cat, but I say satisfaction brought it back. Lastly, through my expertise, I am able to communicate my STEM ideas. A vote for Amweni is a vote for the young girl to believe in the validity of her dreams, for a student to acquire STEM skills to prepare him for the future. Maybe in the end, I will get the crown and wear the glass shoes, and we will all live happily ever after. My name is Amweni, representing the Eastern region. Thank you.
And that was a very bold statement, if you ask me. But I am not a judge, so I'll move to the judges and I'll go straight to Her Excellency on your impressions about this presentation by Amweni.
Amweni, you definitely have a dream. Cinderella, your eloquence, your confidence, as you have rightfully said it, your poise, panache. But what stands out for me is empathy, compassion, purpose, that you're not just doing this, but that you want to be of service and the upliftment of other young girls. So this is a purpose for me. Well done.
And friends neglected me. But this didn't deter me from focusing on my goals. Growing up with my grandparents who were disciplinarians and believed in spare the rod and spoil the child, I realized that my life was revolved around everything that has to do with discipline, and that sometimes tired me out. I was that girl who hid herself in the room and read newspapers and interesting novels like Things Fall Apart, In the Chest of a Woman, and many more. I realized that as I've grown up, I have so much love for society. I've grown as a nurse to have passion and compassion for people, of sick people who come to the hospital from deprived communities and die of medical conditions that could have been prevented. My empathy fueled my passion. Hence, I decided to seek out for these people, to provide health care to people in deprived communities. My journey on the GMB platform has been a roller coaster time. When I came here, it wasn't easy to adapt and mingle with all the other 15 ladies. I was that lady that previously wanted to make an impact in society. I looked at becoming like Michelle Obama, that this platform taught me that I need to be my own kind of woman that other people can look up to. Adjusting to the other 15 ladies, I said, was very option. So I learned their names, their culture, and also learned about their temperament. They affectionately call me Ehoname or Ehonami. They describe me as bold, beautiful, and intelligent. Yes, I am bold, beautiful, and intelligent. And I know and believe that I have all that it takes to wear the crown. I therefore urge you all to vote for me. And I believe that I'm more than able to be part of the final 5 in this year's Ghana's Most Beautiful Pageant. Akpenami, thank you.
Akpenami, thank you. And that is coming from Honam. Janet, you have this very cute smile on your face. What are your thoughts on Honam's presentation?
I see you. I see you for 11 weeks. I hadn't seen you. Now you've opened a window into your soul, and I see you. The second point I want to make is thank you for helping us regain our credibility, because last week was personally a very tough one for me. Left to me alone, last week's results would have been different, but you came back and justified why you needed to be here. You've done a great job. Well done.
Justify your inclusion indeed.
I promise on my honor to be faithful and loyal to Ghana, my motherland. I pledge myself to the service of Ghana with all my strength and with all my heart. I promise to hold in high esteem our heritage won for us through the blood and toil of our fathers. And I pledge myself in all things to uphold and defend the good name of Ghana. So help me God. To continue, I'd like to say that in everywhere in our national pledge where Ghana is mentioned, I'd like to replace with Ghana's most beautiful. I believe that Ghana's Most Beautiful has become the most prestigious and enviable pageant in the whole of the country. And this is because the founders and the past queens have toiled to make this name for Ghana's Most Beautiful. And so I pledge my allegiance and my service to Ghana's Most Beautiful to uphold and defend this good name. I also believe that Ghana's Most Beautiful is not looking for someone who knows it all when it comes to her culture, but a young lady who understands that there are diversities in cultures, is able to incorporate it in her present living and even in the future. I believe that Ghana's Most Beautiful is looking for a contemporary queen, someone who is empathetic and passionate about making a change in her community. And I have personally done this. In my region, I have educated about 75 women and trained them in liquid soap making and other vocational skills in their villages. I promise to take up this course, the reduction of Kaya in the country, if given this opportunity. I believe that with the home training that I have and with the training that Ghana's Most Beautiful has given me, I have become a lady of substance, a confident lady, a very passionate one who is ready to serve her country. And I will do this when given the opportunity. Ghana's Most Beautiful. Kaso kamzan hadida amfani. Dunzo kamia songma. Ghana's Most Beautiful jashema kadakula Northern Region Union. I just said that I believe that I am bold enough to be Ghana's Most Beautiful, but I cannot do it alone, as I've always said. So kindly support me as you've always done. So I bring the crown to Northern Region. Thank you.
Thank you, Taya. Wow. Let me move over to G-Body and find out what she thinks about Taya's performance.
Taya, I love the fact that You made a pledge. One of the things I've seen about you is true resilience. When you came in at the beginning, I thought, oh, she was going to do so well. But then you realized that everybody also came up just like you did. But you stayed consistent. And I can see your passion. And I can see your effort. Today, you have shown that you have become better. You said it. More confident. More confident. And then also put in the effort. So what I'll say to you is that no matter where this journey takes you, keep who Taya has become. Well done.